everyone, welcome to Intellify. This is Akanksha Vyas here with Intellify. Here we would be discussing NCERT solution for class 10th mathematics, exercise 3.5, topic linear equation in two variables. So this is a continuation video for question number 4 of 3.5. We have to do part 3. The above parts were done in the previous video, you can check them out. So part 3 is Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and 1 mark for each wrong answer. Had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks been deducted for each another incorrect answer, then Yash would have scored 50 marks. How many questions were there in the test? So, we don't know how many questions were there in the test. So, I have let the number of right answers be x and the number of wrong answers be y. The question he had answered wrong, the question he had answered right. So according to the first question, 3 marks are given for each right answer and 1 would have been deducted for each wrong answer. So there we had total 40. Now in the second condition, 4 marks have been awarded for each right answer and 2 marks is deducted for each wrong answer. So if this would have been the condition, he have got 50 marks. So we have two equations and now we need to do and find it answers by any algebraic method. So I have done a cross multiplication method here because in the exercise we have done question for the same. So now what is the method of cross multiplication? You write x here, which is equals to y, which is equals to 1. So x is upon b multiplied by c2 minus b2 multiplied by c1. Similarly, y is upon c1 multiplied by c2 minus c2 multiplied by a1, which is equals to 1 upon a1 multiplied by b2 minus a2 multiplied by b1. Putting in the values, these are all the values, right? B is the coefficient of y and 1 and 2 represents in the subscript the equation number. So 1 equation number, 2 equation number. So coefficient of y in equation 2, coefficient of y in equation 1. Similarly for all the coefficient, 1 represents equation 1, 2 represents equation 2. C is constant value in equation, A is coefficient value of x in each equation. So putting in the values, doing the same, and you have to put a minus when you do the cross multiplication from the below side. So before doing multiplication from the below side, you need to put a minus there. So this would be your answer through that. So your fraction would come out to be x upon minus 30, y upon minus 10 and 1 upon minus 2. Now we would compare this x by 30 with 1 by 2, through which we would get x value as 15. Similarly, y by minus 10 equals to 1 by minus 2, from where your y value would come out to be 5. So, your correct answers or the question he had answered correctly were 50 and the questions he had answered wrong were 5 and the total number of questions were 20. Now moving on to the fourth part of the same question, question number 4. The fourth part is, place A and B are 100 kilometers apart on a highway. So distance between A and B is 100 kilometers. One car starts from point A and the another car starts from the point B at the same time. If cars travel in the same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. And if they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. What are the speeds of the two cars? Okay, so in this question we don't know the speed of the cars, right? So I have let the speed of the first car be x and the speed of the second car be y. Now using the relative speed method in which you have used in science, the relative speed for a vehicle which moves in same direction towards the same direction, the relative speed is x minus y. And similarly, when they move in opposite direction, like this, if they are coming like this or going like this or this. The speed is x plus y. So what is the formula for speed? Speed is equals to distance upon time. Right now, in case 1, when they were moving in the same direction, they had 100 kilometer of distance between them. So distance is 100 and the time they took is 5 hours when they will meet. They will meet after 5 hours. So through that, your first equation would come out to be x minus y, which is equals to 20. Similarly, relative speed when they move in opposite direction is x plus y, and the distance covered by speed equals to distance upon time. Speed is this and distance is 100 and the time is 1 hour. They take 1 hour to meet each other if they are moving in the opposite direction and had a distance of 100 km in between them. So your second equation would be x plus y is equals to 100. Now I will be using elimination method, because in the question we can use any method. So I have done the all the parts as cross multiplication method. I would be doing this part as elimination method, because I can eliminate variable y very easily here, because we have same coefficient of variable y. We can either eliminate x also, that is not a problem. So when we will be eliminating x, we would use subtraction because they have same sign and same coefficient. But when we will be doing elimination of y, we would be using addition because they have different signs and same coefficient. So now elimination of y, where by adding, your x would become 2x and this would become 120. So your x would be 60. So your speed of your first car A is 60 km per hour. Similarly, by putting it in the equation, any of the equation that we derived on that previous part, x minus y is equals to 20. Okay, so x is 60 minus y is equals to 20. Moving all the constants one side and the variable on the other side, this would be your value. So your y would be 40. So speed of x, or speed of your car which started from point A is 60 kilometers, and speed of the car which started from point B is 40 kilometers per hour. So moving on to the part 5 of the same question, which is our last part of this question. The area of a rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units if length is reduced by 5 units and breadth is increased by 3 units. Similarly, if we increase the length by 3 units and the breadth by 2 units, the area increases by 67 square units. Find the dimensions of the rectangle. So we have to find the dimensions of the triangle which are unknown to us, and whatever is unknown, we let it as variables. So the length is x units and the breadth is y units. Okay. So what is general formula of area of a triangle? That is L into B, right? Here our L is x and here our B is y. So x into y is our area of a rectangle. According to the first condition, the length is reduced by 5 units. So whatever your length was, it is reduced by 5 units. Okay. So this minus 5 would be represented by reducing 5 units. Similarly, breadth is increased by 3 units. So whatever it was previously, 3 more units are added to it. So your first this becomes area for this reduced and increased length and breadth becomes x minus 5 L into B. X minus 5 is our new L and y plus 3 is our new B. So this is your area of rectangle now. And in the question they have said that the area that was before is reduced by 9 units. So area before is reduced by 9 units. So your new area is equals to area before minus 9 units. Simplifying it, your equation would be 3x minus 5y is equals to 6. Multiply x by this, multiply this and this, everything will cancel out and you will be left out with 3x minus 5y is equals to 6, which is our equation number 1. Similarly, second condition is length is increased by 2 units and breadth is also increased by, length is increased by 3 units and breadth is increased by 2 units. So x plus 3, original length plus 3 units. Similarly, increased breadth would be original breadth plus 2 units. Now area would be L into B. But the area has increased. When we have increased these dimensions, the area increases by 67 units. So original area plus 67. So your new area is equals to original area plus 67 units. So this would be your equation by simplifying it. This is your equation number 2. Now I have used cross multiplication method again because so that you can guys do some practice of the cross multiplication method. As for other methods, we have already done many practices. So what is cross multiplication formula? X is upon B into C minus B2 into C1. Similarly, Y is upon C1 into A2 minus C2 into A1. Similarly, 1 is upon A1 into B2 minus A2 into B1. Okay. So, now you put the values. B represents coefficient of Y and the subscript 1 and 2 represents equation 1, equation 2. So, B1 is coefficient of Y in equation 1. Similarly, C2 is constant value in equation 2. A2 is X coefficient in equation 2. A1 is X coefficient in equation 1. That's how we have to put the values. So by putting in the values, you would have an answer and your fraction would become X upon 323, Y upon 671, which is equals to 1 by 19. Now we would compare this X upon 323 equals to this 1 by 19. So from there your X would come out to be 17, and similarly Y upon 671 would be compared by this and your X would come out to be 9. Okay, this is 171, sorry, this is 171. Yeah, so 171 would compare to 1 by 9 and this would come out to be Y equals to 9. So the length of the rectangle originally was 17 units and the breadth was originally 9 units. Thank you.